These two equations are a good example of a system of equations that we can solve by what we're calling elimination. Okay? So, elimination is a name for this special technique, okay? And it involves taking one equation, like the top one, negative 2x plus 2y equals negative 2, and figuring out how to draw the golden road and add something to this equation on the left side and add the same thing on the right side in a way that's going to eliminate one of the two variables. And the key, the sort of tricky part of this is if you look at the other equation, the left-hand side of the other equation is 2x plus 10y, and the right-hand side is 2. So even though the left-hand side and the right-hand side of this bottom equation are different, they're still equal because they're connected by an equal sign. So I'll take the left-hand side of this equation and add it to the left-hand side of the top equation, 10x plus 2y, 2x plus 10y on the left side. And the right-hand side is equal to 2, and I'll add that to the right-hand side of the top equation. And so, even though the left thing that I'm adding and the right thing that I'm adding look different, I'm still adding an equal thing to the left and an equal thing to the right. And so it's very much like doing the same operation to the left side as I do to the right side. So I'm not ruining my solution at all. Okay? So then I'm going to go ahead and do that addition. So on the top I have negative 2x plus 2y, and then I'm adding the bottom stuff, which is 2x plus 10y. And on the right I have negative 2 from the top, and I add 2 from the bottom. So I kind of made a little bit of an extra step here for myself because I just wrote the top part down here, negative 2x plus 2y, and then I added the bottom part next to it. But you can notice that really what I want to do is I want to put the x's next to each other, so negative 2x and positive 2x, and the y's next to each other. And that way I can combine like terms. So I'm going to reorder things. Okay, so I haven't done anything to the left side except move this 2x to the front and that 2y to the back so that my x's and my y's are next to each other. And the reason I do that is because now I can combine negative 2x and positive 2x, which gives me 0x, and I can combine 2y and 10y, which gives me a total of 12y. Okay, so I really have 12y now on the left. And on the right, I had negative 2 plus 2, and so that's 0. So I get 12y equals 0. And before I finish, I just want to make a point. This is how come, this is why we added the two equations together. You can see that the top equation has this coefficient of negative 2 for x. And the bottom equation has a coefficient of positive 2 for x. So I know that if I add the top equation to the bottom equation, the positive 2x and the negative 2x will form a 0 pair. And that will eliminate the x variable from the result that I get down here. And so now I have a one variable equation with just y in it, and dividing both sides by 12, I get y equals 0. So now that you know what y is, you're going to want to solve for x, and the way to do that is to take one of your equations, like negative 2x plus 2y equals negative 2, and since you know that y is supposed to be equal to 0, you replace y with 0. And so you have negative 2x plus 2 times 0 equals negative 2. So that's negative 2x equals negative 2, or x is equal to 1. And so our solution is 1, 0.